I'm Matt McClung with McClung Equipment, and thank you for watching FLW Arkansas.
There you go, dude. That's a giant.
That's what I'm talking about. You just won some money right there. Not bad. That's what I'm talking about.
So much happening at Lake Dardanelle on this final weekend of the BFL Archie Division season. We had Angler of the Year races, we had last-ditch efforts to qualify for the regionals, and of course, a tournament to try and win. Let's start there. Here was your leaderboard from day one. The top 14 qualified for today's final round. Right up at the top, Clarksville's Charles Williams. Over 4.5 pounds separated him from the rest of the field. That's quite a gap, considering that number 2 through 14 was separated by only 2 pounds. Could anyone beat Williams? Well, the answer was no.
We're looking for 13 pounds and 4 ounces. The tournament champions are day one leader. Mr. Charles Williams smacked them again to the tune of 17 pounds and 6 ounces of bass. Give it to him.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have our tournament champion right here, Charles Williams. Now, we talked to you after day one. That was a monster sack of fish there. You had almost, well, it was about a little over a 4.5 pound lead. Going into day two, that's got to feel good.
Oh, absolutely. And, you know, I wasn't for sure I could do it again, but in the back of my mind, I thought, yeah, I can do this.
Yeah.
So.
Confidence is a big part of this game, isn't it?
It's everything. It's a mind game more than it is anything. It's endurance. It's everything else, but mainly it will mess with your mind. If your mind's not right and you get spun out, then you don't catch fish.
Yeah, that's true. Now, who do we have here with us on your side?
This is my daughter, Kaylee.
Hello, how are you doing?
Good, how are you?
You get to fish with Dad?
Sometimes. I don't really like to fish.
You don't like to fish? Okay, well, you know what? What about taking a look at this trophy here? Would you like to have one of those someday?
Maybe, I don't know.
Now you've got a Tackle Warehouse shirt on with a big fish on there. You're up here on tournament day. That's got to be fun though, right?
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
What's the biggest fish you've ever caught?
Two.
Two.
All right, well, good. Well, that's great. Well, you've got a good fishing family. We talked a little bit about Uncle Jerry yesterday when we talked to you as well. Talk a little bit about the mindset. You know, we talk about the mind game. Going out on championship day, that could play with your mind a little bit, especially when you had a nice, comfortable lead. How did you handle that this morning?
Well, I did a lot of praying, actually. Faith. With faith, you can do anything. You know, like the tournament director said there this morning, Philippians 4:13, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And that's one of my favorite verses. I actually used to have that on my boat, just to keep reminding me if I start to get spun out during the day, I start quoting that verse and just keep going. You know, it keeps me going. Just have faith.
That's one of those absolute words in Scripture where it says all things. That means all things.
That's exactly right.
Yeah. Well, that helps. Keeps you grounded, keeps you focused, and then you go out and you try to execute the best you can. So obviously, Lord wants us to have a plan.
That's right.
You had a plan, and describe that plan now.
Well, on this system, when they start dropping the water, which they've dropped it like 4 foot over the past 2 days, but it pulls all these fish out to the points, to the main river points, and they were all current related. So we just went up through there hitting points with the current, and either side didn't seem to really matter. The current side or the down slack current side didn't really matter. Matter of fact, the bigger ones came on the slack side, but off of trees and things like that, just lay down trees. We flipped soft plastics. My co-angler actually caught his on a jig, but that's about it. I mean, we just ran from here almost to the dam and just
okay.
hitting every point that looked good, and it worked out.
So as we look at the totals here, a 2-day weight of 35 pounds 9 ounces, a paycheck for $46.68 plus $200 for the Costa sunglasses there as well. That's quite a weekend of fishing.
I can't complain at all.
Congratulations on a great, great day. Our champion for 2019. You got the hardware, and you got your daughter there with you as well. Congrats.
Thank you.
Here's a mowing tip. Mow your lawn in different directions with each mowing, especially those lawns with shorter grass types. Alternating the directions will ensure a more even cut and a healthier lawn.
Try to never mow your yard while your grass is wet. Mowing your yard while your grass is wet can lead to an uneven cut.
When mowing, try not to scalp your yard. By scalping, that means the blades coming in contact with the dirt. It leaves an exposed area, kills the grass, and promotes weed infestation.
FLW Arkansas is brought to you by Superior Auto Group. Not just better, superior. And by Bad Boy Mowers. Mow with an attitude. By Costa Sunglasses. And by Certified Arkansas Bait Fish. Healthy, hardy, and safe. Log on to safebait.org. And by Intova Cameras.
Hi, Michael Sloan for Superior Automotive Group in Conway. Looking for a new truck? Shop all of the best brands in one place without jumping all over Central Arkansas. One customer specialist will help you find the perfect truck today. Faster, simpler, and more transparent. Superior.
What does it mean to mow with an attitude? It means 0 turns and full throttle. It's the power of 38 horses in a town of 10,000 people. It's like American Muscle got a PhD in rocket science. It's backing up your bark with serious bite. It's blood, sweat, and blades. What does it mean to mow with an attitude? Take a seat and find out for yourself.
Bad Boy. Mow with an attitude.
Keep your Bad Boy mower looking clean and fresh. Clean oil, clean air, fresh fuel.
One of the great things about the Bad Boy mower is the easy access to the belts. As you can tell, it has the belt routing system in there in case you were to sling a belt off, easy to repair.
Hey guys and gals, do y'all want more time to fish out there on that lake? You ought to check out these Bad Boys. They will cut your mowing time down in half, and you'll have a lot more time to go out there and wet that hook.
Here we go. Eric Pinter was our day 1 leader with 13 pounds and 6 ounces of bass. Trying to take over the young stud with a busted up knee, Mr. Matthew Russell. Bless his heart. He's got 18 pounds and 2 ounces for a 2-day total weight. You need 4 pounds and 13 ounces to be the champion. That's worth $2,334. Let's crown it. A 4 bass bag looking for 413. Our tournament winner and champion is Eric Pinter with 6 pounds and 15 ounces. Congratulations. Shake him up.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have our co-angler champion, Eric Pinter, out of Little Rock. Eric, you had quite a day 1. You came in with a nice lead. A 3-pound lead on the co-angler side is huge.
Yeah,
but
that
still,
makes it easier.
It makes it easier, but still, you know you got to come out because on the co-angler side, anything can happen.
Yeah, so, I mean, there's only 14 guys out today, and we know that all the boaters that are out here are on some good fish, or they wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
So anybody standing on the back of their boat has an opportunity to knock that 3-pound lead away very quickly. It's a nice cushion, but it is not insurmountable. So
and that weight can be made up with one fish, as you proved on day 1. Let's talk a little bit about what it's like to be a co-angler.
For me, I mean, my main goal, you don't know where you're going to go, or you don't know what you're going to be doing or anything. To me, my primary goal is to be efficient. I want to be efficient on the water. I do not want to have rods getting tangled up. I do not want to have so much tackle that I can't make a decision on what to use. I want to have it narrowed down to a few general types of baits, stuff that doesn't get hung up much. That's really something I try to do, even though I lost quite a few jigs this couple days. But hey, you got to throw them in there sometimes. Yeah. But I try to find things that I'm not going to be a hindrance to the boater, but also things, another little thing that I like to do is find things I can cast really far. And I might just turn around out of the back of the boat and launch a 1-ounce jig or launch a rattle trap as far as I can out into the middle of open water, because there's fish out there sometimes.
All right, so as we look at the totals here, 2-day weight, 20 pounds, 5 ounces, a paycheck of $23.34 plus your big bass. Well, you know what that was?
247.
247,
like
yeah. So bad. That's on addition to the 2,300. That's a good weekend of fishing.
Not a bad couple of days of fishing.
And you got some hardware too.
Hey, this will match the one I got last year at Greer's. I'm going to try to start collecting these
There
things.
we go. Very nicely done, nicely done. A great way to end the 2019 season for the Arky Division. Congratulations.
Appreciate it. Thanks,
well done. Well, hello everyone. We like to talk to the legislators that represent the areas that we like to fish, and Lake Dardanelle is one of the true gems in the state of Arkansas. It's a big part of Representative Joe Cloud's area, who's from Russellville.
Right, that is my district, Carlton, Russellville, and then goes down to the lake. It's a beautiful place, and I would invite all your listeners to come up and visit with us.
Yeah, well, I tell you, a lot do because of the great facilities. We've got, for the tournament bass angler, you have some of the best facilities in the state. You've got great hiking and camping. Of course, Dardanelle has plenty of fish, and our anglers today are getting tested a little bit, as they always do on a body of water that size. But tell me a little bit about kind of the economic impact and what this does, what Lake Dardanelle means for your area.
Well, you mentioned bass fishing, and that is huge.
Yeah.
Not only on the professional level, which we host. I think this year we're going to have over 15 professional bass tournaments, but also colleges.
Yeah.
They have their bass tournaments there.
Yeah.
And of course, those people have to eat, they have to sleep, and so it's a huge economic impact for our area.
There's a lot of good eating in Russellville too.
Sure, you bet.
We can always find something good to eat there.
Yeah.
Well, and so as you look ahead, and any kinds of thoughts about kind of where Russellville's headed, and Lake Dardanelle, and kind of the outdoorsy community.
Right.
Yeah.
Just across the river, we've got Petit Jean Mountain.
Oh yeah.
And so we've got Mount Nebo.
Yeah.
And there's talk to try to tie those in with mountain biking trails. And so that's a huge discussion right now. There have recently been completed some mountain biking trails on Nebo, which are world class, by the way.
That was featured in the Democrat Gazette recently.
Yes.
Yeah. We serve in the House of Representatives together, and so it's really nice for us to be able to discuss the good things that are going on in Arkansas and the outdoors of Arkansas. It's one of our best things that we've got going in this state.
Well, tourism is huge, right? Like number 2 as far as the state economy.
Yeah.
So it's huge.
People love to come to Arkansas, and they love to come to Russellville and fish at Lake Dardanelle and all the things that we've got. Yeah. It's an honor to serve with you. Thank you very much for joining us.
Carlton.
All right.
Hi, I'm Dwight Payne with Alma Tractor and Equipment, Alma, Arkansas. Thanks for watching FLW Arkansas.
FLW Arkansas is brought to you by Superior Auto Group. Not just better, superior. And by Bad Boy Mowers. Mow with an attitude. By Costa Sunglasses. And by Certified Arkansas Bait Fish. Healthy, hearty, and safe. Log on to safebait.org. And by Intova Cameras.
What does it mean to mow with an attitude? It means 0 turns and full throttle. It's the power of 38 horses in a town of 10,000 people. It's like American Muscle got a PhD in rocket science. It's backing up your bark with serious bite. It's blood, sweat, and blades. What does it mean to mow with an attitude? Take a seat and find out for yourself.
Bad boy. Mow with an attitude.
Superior Automotive Group is Conway. We work hard to be good to our customers. That means a faster, simpler, and more transparent way to buy.
Superior seems to set a tone of that kind of no hassle, type approach.
With Superior, everything was laid out for me very clearly. My sales rep made sure she explained every step of the process.
It was always what you saw, that was the price, that was the car you got.
We're Superior Automotive Group in Conway, where it's always faster, simpler, and more transparent. Superior.
This is Shani Kramer for Independence County Off-Road. Thank you for watching FLW Arkansas.
So we crowned our winners. Now it's time to see who won Angler of the Year and Co-Angler of the Year. Here are the point totals entering the tournament. Spencer Sheffield and Josh Ray were tied for first place, with Kevin Brown in third, just in case. Now, Kevin Brown came in 33rd in this event, and so it came down to Spencer Sheffield and Josh Ray. Sheffield weighed first.
Spencer Sheffield is tied for Angler of the Year. He's one of our top dogs, him and one other. Fighting for a $3,000 payday for Angler of the Year. He's earned right around $400,000 playing this game. Went out there and captured a limit of bass for us today. They're going to be 8 pounds and 4 ounces. It's going to be close. We don't know what Josh has. We did see Kevin. Kevin had just a couple of fish, unfortunately. So you cleared that. Just got to beat Josh.
Then came Josh Ray, needing to beat that 804. The 2019 Angler of the Year came down to this.
Here we go. We're looking for a $3,000 bag. He's got a 5 bass limit on the scales for, oh, no problem. We'll give it to him. And your 2019 TH Marine BFL Arky Division Angler of the Year, Mr. Josh Ray, with a bag that's going to weigh 9 pounds and 8 ounces. Congratulations. Give him a round of applause. He's the best angler in one of the toughest divisions.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have our Angler of the Year for 2019, Josh Ray. Josh, you went out tied for first. There was a nice tight pocket right there at the top. You knew that you had to bring it,
Yeah.
and you also knew that Spencer Sheffield usually does bring it.
Yeah.
What's it like to take off on the morning knowing what you've got to do to be able to accomplish that goal?
Well, for me, it was just a normal tournament. I mean, I didn't really think about that. At the end of the day, I've got to do what I can do and catch what I can. Either it works out or it don't. I can't go out there and think about that. I got fishing to think about. I can't be thinking about other stuff out there.
The mental game is, you've got to be able to master that,
Yeah.
because if you don't, it will master you.
Yeah, you really do. And when the camera boat was with me today, I told him that this is what I'm going to do all day. I'm not going to change. And he asked, are you going to go out deep or anything like that? And I said, no. This is what got me here. This is what I'm going to do. Now, about noon, I had 3 fish, and I did think about it.
You started to second guess, yeah.
I thought, well, maybe I can go out there and catch 2 fish. And then I thought, no, I've got one spot way up that I'll go to. And I took off, and it took me an hour to get in there. When I finally got in there, I caught 2 fish. And so I thought, you know, that was worth the 2 hours. So I got 5 keeper bites all day.
Yeah.
You know, but that's just fishing. That's the way I fish anyway. I'm used to 7 or 8 bites all day, so that was nothing new.
Have you had a chance to tell your family yet what happened today?
No, I haven't. I'm sure my wife, she don't even pay no attention to none of it. I told her last night that I originally planned on locking down, and I said I feel like I can go down there and catch 12 or 13, and that should get me the Angler of the Year. And she said, oh, okay, well, good luck. So, but I tried to lock down this morning, and something's wrong with the lock, so we couldn't lock down. So I just kind of, I felt like I only had half a day worth of fishing up here of all the water I wanted to run.
Yeah.
And sure enough, about noon, I was scrambling thinking, where else am I going to go? I done fished everything I wanted to.
Now, I thought about it. Now, your wife, who's you said didn't really pay that much attention, she might pay attention to the $3,000 check that comes with Angler of the Year.
I doubt that. She won't even know I got that either.
Well, then that means you can buy whatever you want to with it.
I do that already.
We won't tell anybody. Yeah. All right. Well, what was it like when you came across the stage, you realized, I've got enough weight, I'm the Angler of the Year?
I didn't realize it.
Okay.
I was told that he had 8 something, and I said, 8 what?
Yeah.
And they said, well, we don't know. And I said, well, it's going to be really close then, because I got 8 pounds. and that's what I figured. I had a friend of mine come over to my boat and watch me get them out so he could eyeball them too. And he said, "No, you got 9 pounds." I said, "There's no way I got 9 pounds." So sure enough, I did. But
Well, so when Alan gave you the weight and then you knew,
Yeah.
what was that feeling like?
Good. Just knowing that, I was able to pull it off and fish good all year long.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of talent in the Arky division. To be able to come out #1 with this type of talent says a lot about your ability. Congratulations, Angler of the Year.
Thank you.
All right. Andrew Woolley is fishing his first season in the BFL as a co-angler. He's young, he's dedicated, and he's good.
He needs 7 pounds and 14 ounces to take over the lead. He's got 2 fish in his bag, with that one included.
Don't cut your grass too short, especially during the cool grass seasons. A taller grass provides a more deeper root system. It looks better and is less likely to have weeds invade it. Try not to remove any more than the top 1/3 of the grass in one cut for a more healthy and lush-looking lawn.
Remove dirt, grass, and debris from the top and underneath your deck. This will keep your pulleys and belts moving freely and keep them from overheating. When you're done, you can hose off the deck and then simply turn on the deck, allow the bearings to heat up, and get rid of any excess moisture.
FLW Arkansas is brought to you by Superior Auto Group. Not just better, superior. And by Bad Boy Mowers. Mow with an attitude. By Costa Sunglasses. And by Certified Arkansas Bait Fish. Healthy, hardy, and safe. Log on to safebait.org. And by Intova Cameras.
Hi, Michael Sloan for Superior Automotive Group in Conway. Looking for a new truck? Shop all of the best brands in one place without jumping all over Central Arkansas. One customer specialist will help you find the perfect truck today. Faster, simpler, and more transparent. Superior.
There are easier ways to become a better angler. Join FLW today and take your fishing to the next level. Get the magazine, get on the water. Visit flwfishing.com/membership to find out more.
What does it mean to mow with an attitude? It means 0 turns and full throttle. It's the power of 38 horses in a town of 10,000 people. It's like American Muscle got a PhD in rocket science. It's backing up your bark with serious bite. It's blood, sweat, and blades. What does it mean to mow with an attitude? Take a seat and find out for yourself.
Bad boy. Mow with an attitude.
Hey guys, I want to point out this easy ride suspension that's patented by Bad Boy. These decks are very well built. You can stand on them. This is one of the best mowers made out there in the United States today. It has independent suspension on, count them, all 4 wheels to give you that nice smooth ride while you're cutting your grass.
Here is Jarrett Rushing getting ready to weigh in at this week's event.
Man, it was rough. It was rough. They dropped the river about 13 inches, and some of them fish that we were on, they just scattered. I only got 1 keeper bite all day long, but it was a good one.
You guys caught one today. That's what I'm talking about. We did catch one and caught a good one. Big bass is going to be worth $547. This may hold up. It's a big old beast. And on the boater side, that's going to go 5 pounds and an ounce.
Nice fish for Jarrett. But now Jarrett is really going to make a difference. Immediately after the tournament, we put 3 young anglers on the water with Jarrett. Henry Foster is from Fayetteville. Now, if you followed my legislative reports on Facebook, you know how Henry got together with his state legislator, Representative Denise Garner, and proposed that the alligator gar become the state's official primitive fish. It passed in the House of Representatives and then the Senate, and finally Governor Asa Hutchinson signed it into law. We wanted him to get a chance to catch a bass.
Hey, thank you for your work in the legislature. I've heard good things about you.
Next is Miss REC of Russellville. She has watched every episode of FLW Arkansas, but has never caught a fish. We aim to fix that this afternoon. Finally, Jaden Rushing.
And I catch big fish. And so, Arky crankbait is my favorite bait.
So the trio hits the water with their guide.
And whenever you get a hit, what will end up happening is these fish will hit it hard. And whenever they stick, that's whenever you just rear back and you pull straight up and start reeling fast.
I don't know how I developed my interest of studying fish though, and fishing just kind of brought the whole experience together of studying the fish before and catching the fish afterwards and kind of having it in your hands and studying it. It's pretty fun.
He's so cute. He's so tiny.
There you go. There you go. Hold on. Put your hand in. Take your finger like this. Hold on. Turn your hand over. There you go. Put your thumb in his mouth. There you go. You got him. That's how you got to show it to the camera. Good job, buddy. And then you go down low, and you just drop him in. Good job. Hey. You want to use a Z-Man or the Arky jig?
I think I'll use the Arky jig.
Good
That
choice.
one's one of my favorites.
Good choice.
All right. Oh, that one's a bigger one.
Hi.
Wow.
All right, we got another one. He got a spotted bass.
All right. That one's pretty cool.
You want? So, all right, that's your very first fish? All right. That's what I'm talking about.
I got a fish.
All right, good job, buddy. You got another spotted bass. All right, so everybody caught a fish, right? That's what we came to do, right?
Yes, they did. Smiles all around, and a big thank you to Jarrett Rushing. And we thank our sponsors for making this event possible. Superior Auto Group in Conway takes care of the entire season of FLW Arkansas. You can thank them for their support in person by giving them a visit and giving them a chance to get you into a great new car or truck. Travel Arkansas in style. Bad Boy Mowers sponsors all of our analysis episodes, and they help you become better anglers, and they also help you take care of your yard. Mow and fish with an attitude with Bad Boy Mowers. Most of all, we thank you for watching every episode of FLW Arkansas.